I was doing an assignment in the library that was due in 30 minutes. 5 minutes left, I quickly print my assignment, write my name on top, and hurry to class to turn it in. A few days later, my professor emails me saying that my assignment was identical to another person's, and that I will be getting a 0 for the assignment. I was like, what the hell? Because I don't talk to anyone in the class, and I knew I didn't cheat. So, I said okay, and I'll talk to you in the next class. So, in next class, me and this girl stay behind, and the professor hands us our assignments. They were exactly the same. Apparently, she printed hers in the library right before me, and I guess she printed an extra, which I then accidentally picked up and just assumed it was mine. But luckily, the assignment was 2 pages, and I somehow took her first page but my second page. So that kind of told the professor that I didn't actually cheat, since we each wrote about a different topic. I was able to print mine again and turn my assignment in. We have a piano in our commons on campus, and every few days I sit down and play for 10 to 15 minutes. One day I'm doing my thing, and when I get done, this guy comes up to me and he says, "Hey man, great job. I love listening to you play." And I say, "Thanks, dude. I appreciate you saying that." And he says back, "Yeah, I actually just broke up with my girlfriend because she wanted to leave, and I wanted to stay and listen to you play." That was an awkward moment for sure. I told him that was a bad idea, but he just shrugged it off and left. I was laughing all the way to my next class. It was the dead of winter, and I was leaving the gym on campus. Near the gym is the only significant hill on campus, and I see 3 drunk girls at the top, all in high heels and skirts. So, I'm just watching them when they all decide to sit down on the sidewalk. Have you ever watched the Winter Olympics when the athletes perform the luge event? This is what the girls were doing. One of them was carrying a skateboard and they all got on it like it was a luge. Well, they go down this hill at a whopping 5 miles per hour, digging their heels into the ground the entire time. They get near the bottom and completely eat it. 2 girls are on the ground crying, and the third is to the side puking her guts out. They finally collect themselves after a minute or so, look at each other, and walk right back up the hill to do it all again. There was a girl who was also leaving the gym who saw the whole thing. We just looked at each other to make sure we weren't losing our minds, and then went on our way. I swear, college is the only place where this type of behavior can be simply laughed off as normal. So, my school building used to be a nun's convent, so of course we have ghost stories galore, specifically of this old nun who haunts the halls seeking vengeance or whatever. It was during exam week. I was at the library cramming my ass off when suddenly the power went out. A few people screamed and it was out for a few seconds before the generator kicked in. When it came back on, one of the jocks sitting at the table next to mine bolted out of there, shouting something about not getting possessed tonight. We all laughed, but then the power went out again and we all noped out of there too. It's finals week and my roommate and I had finally crawled into our beds after hours of studying. The dormitory that we lived in was not the best quality and the walls were paper thin. You could hear people getting it on 4 doors down. There was usually a group of girls who hung out in the common area, which was right outside ours and the RA's door. It was 4 a.m., and these girls were being loud AF. We kindly asked them to keep it down because we were trying to sleep. It took 4 times of us asking them to be quiet. Then them banging on our bedroom door, and ultimately the RA telling them to shove off, for them to finally relocate to the room beside us, where they continued to be loud. We overheard one girl saying, "I lost my virginity to my boyfriend at 15 years old." My roommate then yelled, "You whore!" I fell out of bed laughing. The girls were quiet after that.